AskReddit by Horny Connie Dart. What's a movie twist that caught you completely off guard? Brad Pitt in Burn after reading. So surprising and downright freaking hilarious. I laughed so hard at that scene, lol. The Shawshank Redemption. Come on. It's not always a man notices another man's shoes. Why he chose to escape on Enchilada night, I will never know. Lucky number 11. Huge twist and very satisfying. Somehow this movie is slept on. Every time I recommend it to someone they have always said, how did I miss this when it came out, or something to that effect. Fight Club. I once watched it with a friend who had never even heard of it, and she called the twist like a half hour in. She said it as a joke and didn't realize she was right until the actual reveal, but still I was shook. The ending of The Usual Suspects. Why am I watching his feet while he walks? Oh. The Sixth Sense. I love movies with plot twists, but I never imagined this one. It caught me completely off guard. I can't believe that guy was Bruce Willis the whole time. The second half of Parasite. I watched and enjoyed it up to the part where they're all drinking together in the house, then stopped watching for about a year and a half before watching from where I left off it on a plane. Was definitely caught off guard. The Game. Good one. I spent the entire movie going, is it a game? Is it real? The Others. Unsuspected end. I still love The Others even knowing what's going on. Scream, the Drew Barrymore role. Kids today can't appreciate how Scream relaunched the teen horror genre, or just how shocking the twist was. I mean, Drew was on the freaking posters, she was the biggest star, and then she's murdered in the first 10 minutes. Buckle up. Also the scene of her stumbling towards her parents, unable to speak even though they're right there, utterly chilling. Apologies can't figure out how to hide spoilers on mobile. When I was a kid, I wanted to feel good and happy. So at the video store, I decided to rent a movie with two happy laughing kids on the DVD cover, thinking it would be a feel-good playful story. That movie was My Girl. F that movie. Seriously. The DVD cover lies. It lies. Comma. Edit this https://i.amg.com/images/g/j808OSWJ4zbfy/-SL1200.jpg close bracket was the description on the back. It lies. He can't see without his glasses. From Dusk to Dawn midway point. Didn't know at all what I was walking into when saw it in the theater decades ago, just, you know, Salma Hayek. Good enough. Quentin Tarantino slurping tequila from her foot after it ran down the entire length of her leg, that was already a holy WTF moment. But then, well, you know. And if you don't know, quick, go watch it. No trailer, no synopsis, no summary. Find it and load it blind and fasten your seatbelt. You're in for a wild ride. Someone in another Reddit post yesterday described it as a Tarantino movie up until his character dies, then it becomes a Robert Rodriguez movie. Crazy Stupid Love. The scene when the whole movie goes apeshit in the yard is one of my all-time favorite movie scenes. One of the funniest scenes ever. I love that movie. The Others. The End of the Mist. The Prestige, though, I almost had it figured out, but not quite. The great thing about The Prestige's twist is that not only is it buried under all the drama and the focus on Hugh Jackman's transported man act, but Michael Caine calls it immediately, and Jackman refuses to believe it and keeps looking for a better explanation. You get to the end and realize that not only was he right all along, but it was foreshadowed by basically the whole movie. A beautiful mind. She never ages. The Village. That shit had me. Frozen. That Fianke guy. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind fucked me up good. I went into it KOing nothing about it other than I wasn't a typical over-the-top Jim Carrey comedy. Holy shit, I was not ready for that emotional wretch. That movie takes a few viewings to wrap your head around. It is one of my favorites. The End of No Way Out with Kevin Costner. That film flew under so many people's radar. A gem, and you are correct. Edit. Just to add, I used to recommend No Way Out back in the day. I'm going to start again. It must be streaming on something. Memento. Lenny. Primal Fear was one. This one works so well because it's so unassuming. It just seems like every other legal thriller you've ever seen, has an intriguing mystery crime, and is so serious, for lack of a better word, that you aren't even aware that you're watching a movie that could have a twist at the end. Usually films with a twist are plot driven by the build up to the reveal themselves, The Usual Suspects, The Prestige, etc., or are very clearly of the not everything is as it seems vibe, Fight Club, Psycho, The Sixth Sense. Primal Fear just feels like a rote legal thriller and never really tips its hand. The fact that it has a twist at the end after you've watched it is almost more surprising than the plot-related twist. The reveal of Liz's dad in Spider-Man: Homecoming. It was so well executed. Virtually no hints of it prior in the film. The scene leading up to it was a music montage of Aunt May helping Peter get ready for the dance. The tone and direction left you fully expecting the following scene to be all about Peter and Liz's date. Then, bam, Vulture opens the door. It's probably the best executed twist in the entire MCU. Honestly, I have to give it to Tom Holland and Michael Keaton for playing their parts so well in the scene. Shutter Island. This one is weird one. I somehow knew something like that would be a twist, but even though I knew, I was thinking OHH, she. The Big Boom in Your Name, Kimi no Na wa, caught me by surprise. On second watching, there was actually a fair amount of foreshadowing that I didn't notice because my brain wasn't primed for that sort of thing when I sat down to watch a supernatural romantic comedy. I saw this movie in a tiny indie theater with subtitles, and I've never heard a whole audience gasp at the same time. That movie had everybody captivated. Primal Fear. Didn't see that ending coming at all. When Edward Norton's character starts doing the slow clap, I got chills.